First of all, I'd like to thank Honorable Minister for coming here. We love your passion for nature, and also want to thank Supriya ma'am and the PCCF because one of the beautiful thing about Tamil Nadu, I mean, any forest is to have beautiful leadership, and Tamil Nadu, I'm so glad that I have lovely leadership in the forestry and looking after the forest. So, as you know, Tamil Nadu is essentially a state which is on a global platform. I mean, of course, there are many things about Tamil Nadu, economics, development, all the other things. But one thing I think has not really gone on global stage is the biodiversity that Tamil Nadu as a state has. It is a state has this beautiful Western Ghats, the tallest peaks, one of the 8th most biodiverse region in the world. But you also have oceans, you have whales and dolphins, you have deserts, you have wetlands. So we really wanted to showcase everything in one film, a single film, and this is for Tamilians. This is for every person in Tamil Nadu to feel proud about the wildlife that they have and amazing the biodiversity that's there. But one of the things we want to highlight through this film is also why this nature wildlife is still there. In Sangam literature, they've been whole thousands of years ago. People spoke about these landscapes, mountains, forests, and all that. And all these landscapes still exist today. And not only that, they thrive better than ever. So I think it's a testament of Tamil Nadu and how people have conserved the wildlife. So we, like Rohit mentioned, we started our journey in 2000, but because of COVID lockdowns, we were limited. So we have spent over 400 days filming across various landscapes of Tamil Nadu. And some places like Tamil Nadu, like well-known tiger reserves like Mudumalai and all that, it's well-known tiger reserves, we could go film tigers and elephants. But there are lesser-known species, things like the Madras hedgehog. Madras hedgehog is the only mammal in India which is endemic to a single state. Many people don't know that. And not only that, hedgehog is found in a habitat which is typically not a national park or tiger reserve. It lives in dry, scrub areas, south of Tamil Nadu, and a lot of these landscapes. And it has been a privilege to film a lot of these wildlife outside protected areas, where it's thriving, staying with people. So with this film, we also wanted to highlight some of the lesser-known species. But more than that, being in Chennai, you will see birds like biodiversity, which might be nesting in your backyard, but we really don't know what they do, how they do, and why they do. So from the rare species like the lion-tailed macaques to common species like the lizards you find in your garden, cattle eagles, we combined everything to showcase as one. So this is Wild Tamil Nadu, one state with many worlds. So that's really what the film is about. Thank you.
Enthusiasm and your passion for conserving literature, heritage, and of course, our natural heritage is absolutely commendable. I think a big round of applause for the Minister. And of course, my second time meeting Supriya Sahu ma'am. I'm always inspiring to meet you, and as I say, one of the most inspiring persons in the world of wildlife and nature in the whole of India. Now, I'm going to speak a little bit about my thoughts on making the music of this film. Now, first of all, the Sangam literature, as we all know, it's thousands of years old. It's very, very inspiring, this particular literature. And the best part is that the Sangam literature has been thriving for these thousands of years, and also the landscapes that are mentioned within the Sangam literature has been thriving. And that's a testimony, to the people of Tamil Nadu, because the people of Tamil Nadu has been conserving all of these beautiful pieces of literature and these beautiful landscapes. And it's a huge testimony to the Forest Department itself. I've always said this about the Indian Forest Department. I'm a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador. So I travel around the world. I meet forest departments in every corner of the globe. And I can say this with complete conviction, that our Indian Forest Department is the best forest department in the whole world. I can challenge you this, the people from the Forest Department in the audience and even on stage, you speak to them about any topic. You speak to them about, let's say, a Ferrari car, okay? They'll speak to you about the Ferrari car for about 2 minutes, and then suddenly the conversation will move towards the forest and it will move towards conservation, because that is all that they know how to talk about, and that's all that they think about all the time. And that is how passionate they are. Now, when it comes to the music itself, there are over 100 musicians that we've put together for this particular soundtrack, for the score of this movie, because the natural landscapes, the nature, the wildlife is absolutely stunning. It's larger than life. So the music also had to be larger than life. It had to be stunning. It had to be cinematic. So we've concentrated heavily on being inspired by the Sangam literature and by Carnatic music for two reasons. One is that when you're looking at nature on a screen, like a beautiful elephant or a beautiful tiger and its beautiful natural environment, it's very difficult for you to know which part of the world that elephant comes from or which part of the world that tiger comes from. It's very difficult to know that, especially when a human is not there in the same frame. So my job as a musician is to remind everybody that elephant you see on the screen is from Tamil Nadu. That tiger that you see on the screen is from Tamil Nadu. That lizard that you see on the screen, that targ that you see on the screen, all of these animals are from Tamil Nadu, and that was my job as being a musician. Second thing is that many times certain species of animals are made villains by the music. Like if you remember the Steven Spielberg movie Jaws, whenever the shark comes, there's dangerous music playing. Or whenever you see any of these children's cartoons, when you see a tiger coming in, there is dangerous music playing. But the tiger is just doing its job as being a wild animal. And same thing with the snake or same thing with the shark. So that is why it was very important for me not to showcase any animal as being a villain, but every single animal is a very important part of the ecosystem. And it's this delicate balance of the ecosystem that keeps all of us alive. And that's what I tried to showcase. And of course, when it comes to music, there are so many themes. Like, for example, there are love stories in this movie. There is stories of revenge. There are stories of parenthood. There are beautiful stories of loss. There are stories of the underdog, somebody who rises up against all odds. All of this has been encapsulated in the music, and I hope that you enjoy this movie. I think Kalyan and team have done such a fabulous job with this movie. I can challenge you that when you watch this movie on a big screen, you will feel that it's the most beautiful movie or most beautiful pieces of visuals that you've ever seen in your life. And this is all Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much.
மதிப்புக்கும் மரியாதைக்குரிய நிதி அமைச்சர், அடிஷனல் சீஃப் செக்ரட்டரி மிஸ் சுப்ரியா சாஹூ மற்றும் ஃபாரஸ்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் வந்திருக்கிற மிஸ்டர் சீனிவாச ரெட்டி, மிஸ்டர் ராகேஷ் குமார், இயக்குனர் கல்யாண் வர்மா மற்றும் இசையமைத்த கே அனைவருக்கும் மற்றும் இங்கே வந்திருக்கும் மீடியா நண்பர்கள், என்னுடைய சக ஊழியர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். இந்த விழாவை பற்றி ஒரு பொது விழாவில் தமிழில் பேசுறது ஒரு சுவையாக இருக்கும். அது மாண்புமிகு அமைச்சர் முன்னாடி பேசுறது ஒரு வாய்ப்பு. இருந்தாலும் உங்களுடைய சம்மதத்தோட நான் ஆங்கிலத்தில் தோணும். When you are the penultimate or a last speaker, there is a small risk. You find your predecessors have said what you wanted to say. But I must say, I have something to say, some insights to share today. So, like Rohit said, it was the vision of Ms. Aarti Krishna, respected Managing Director of Sundram Fasteners. This film had its genesis in that vision. But what was the vision? The vision was to showcase the rich, the diverse, wild habitat of Tamil Nadu. And like Rohit said, it required a commitment of finance to produce this film. Under the aegis of corporate social responsibility policy of Sundram Fasteners, we have produced this film. The CSR is something not new to Sundram Fasteners, and even before CSR became enshrined in the company law, we have funded projects such as promoting a school in Kalyan Varma near our Krishnapuram factory. The education and healthcare, environment, ecology have been themes which have been close to the heart of our beloved chairman and managing director. So we decided to set out to make this film, and we wanted a noted and acclaimed filmmaker who will translate the vision into a path-breaking film. And who else but Kalyan? Give him please a big round of applause. I have watched him work at close quarters the last 3 years, ever since I got involved with this project. And his passion shows. And when your passion is your profession, you are assured of excellence, and that's what he's done. He's got enviable talent, temperament, and technique to navigate, to capture the best moments. And his colleague, Rohit, is not far behind. And I remember meeting him on a Sunday, and we signed bits of paperwork after COVID, because this project was conceived 5 years back before COVID, and it got delayed because of the COVID, and we worked on a Sunday to close some paperwork. You know, as accountants, as humble accountants, we are always obsessed with related parties. We always think. So when I met Rohit Varma, I asked him, "Are you related to Kalyan?" He said, "No, we are two different people. We are not related parties." So that was about the background of Kalyan, and how we started collaborating with him on the film. And coming to the film by itself, like Ricky said, it's a fabulous film. It has a striking resemblance to a commercial cinema, the mainstream cinema. It has suspense, it has romance, it has action, it has climax. So naturally, when there is romance, you have a hero, you have a heroine, you have a villain, you have all the elements of a successful commercial. It's going to leave a deep and lasting impression on the posterity. It's a gift to the posterity. It captures the Eastern Ghats, Western, the rainforest, the deciduous land, forest, all of it. It's been a superlative work. I'm sure it's a 1 hour film, and we're going to see the trailer shortly, and I'm sure we will enjoy it. And lastly, I want to thank Madam Supriya Sahu. I accompanied our managing director to her office and requested for permission to shoot, which required approvals. Like they say in Tamil, once we met her, Kadavul Tarakapatana, we got all the approvals, and Kalyan could use all of his technologies, technical prowess, using drones and night shots and underwater cameras, all of which was made possible thanks to Madam. Also met Mr. Srinivas Reddy in his office, who regaled us with stories about how birds migrate from Russia and how they lost their way, they got injured, how sensors were put, they were nursed to health, and they flew back to Russia. So all of which was fascinating to hear for people like us who are in hardcore finance, who are not used to this kind of excitement. I thank the Honorable Minister for visiting us today and inaugurating this trailer. I thank the government of Tamil Nadu for all the approvals, for all the support they have given. But being in Tamil Nadu, I would like to, with the permission, recite a poetry by my colleague. வன உயிர்களின் இருப்பு மனித பிரதிபலிப்பு, ஏனெனில் இருப்பின் உரிமை இருவருக்கும் சமமான ஆதலினால் வரும் சந்ததிக்கு நினைவை மட்டுமல்லாமல் நிஜத்தை பகிரும். This is from a poetry from my colleague Mari. Please can put up your hand. Thank you so much for your attention.
If you could make it out that who has done the narration, any guesses? You heard him twice. Arvind Swamy, yes. So we requested him because we wanted a voice to come from Tamil Nadu. And he was very happy and he agreed that yes, I will do it.
Hello, hi, I'm Kalyan Varma. I would like to introduce Wild Tamil Nadu, a 1 hour blue chip documentary showcases the beautiful biodiversity of Tamil Nadu. The film takes you from the high peaks of Western Ghats across the plains of Tamil Nadu and into the oceans, showing the biodiversity all along the way. So this 1 hour film will be releasing soon, and the trailer is out now, and we look forward to all of you seeing the film. We want this documentary to be entertaining, and so we reached out to Arvind Swamy, who's an amazing actor, and he has quite a bit of love for wildlife. So Arvind Swamy jumped on board, and he did this lovely narration. So the hero of Roja, you'll hear him do the voiceover for Wild Tamil Nadu.
So that will be telecast.
Yeah. So while Tamil Nadu will be available for public screenings across the state of Tamil Nadu starting in October, there's Tamil version and English version, and both of them will be free for public over the next few months, and eventually it will be on an OTT platform later next year.
So what about submitting for awards?
Yes. So, so the plan for this film, of course, is to do a lot of screenings, eventually take it OTT, but also take it for global platforms. So we want to take it to all the big film festivals, and we're also submitting for Indian National Award, and hoping that next year, Wild Tamil Nadu will be up there. But globally also, we are taking it to festivals from New York to London and Toronto film festivals, so that Tamil Nadu is showcased across the world. Wild Tamil Nadu has been possible because of close collaboration between Tamil Nadu Forest Department, the filmmakers from inFocus, and Sundram Fasteners. This film was made as part of CSR initiative of Sundram Fasteners, and we've taken over 4 years filming across landscape over 300 days to put this film together.
So what about the forest department? How they support us?
Tamil Nadu has one of the highest number of wildlife areas in the country. So when we approached Forest Department, we sat down with them and looked at what are the areas we want to cover, what are the species we want to cover. And some of these areas, we didn't have the knowledge because we had to do a lot of research before doing the film. So we sat with the Forest Department, they gave us permissions to work across these landscapes, including things like flying drone and getting this amazing perspective, which is not possible till now. So thanks to Forest Department and the collaboration, we've been able to do this. As Indians, we always think about wildlife in other areas, but every state in India, we have so much wildlife just in our backyard, especially in a place like Tamil Nadu. Even when you're living in the city, like in Chennai, you have turtles coming and nesting right here, which have been nesting for the last 300 million years. So it's amazing wildlife. So I would want people to watch this movie, but also appreciate wildlife that's there in Tamil Nadu.